Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Spill, where we spill and have fun, okay? This is episode 8. I am your host again, Marquise, and I have with me a special guest, an Atlanta rapper. Can y'all believe it? Yes, Atlanta rapper. He has been rapping for a while. He has stats behind it, okay? He's on Spotify, Apple Music. I think everything that you can listen to music on. Y'all better go get it. Okay, listen, I'm going to let him tell him about him. Okay? Take it away.
All right. So, hey, everybody. My name is Deshawn. My rap name is ArmaniRose. I started ArmaniRose in college.
Wow.
In 2017. So, I had a very good friend around me. Her name was Tati. We call her Chink. And sorry if that offends anybody. I know that's a thing that's going around now, but that was what we called her. So, and it was have you heard of like the thing that's going on with Love Island right now?
Oh, no. I watch Love Island, but I don't watch it that much, y'all.
Okay, so there's like this thing going around where like the girl was describing her eyes and she said her eyes were chinky. And now she got, it's like this whole backlash. So I just wanted to put that on record that that's what she presented herself as. That's what we call her. It wasn't a thing of us being racist.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, we went to Benedict College and we both were mass comm majors and we wanted to brand ourselves. So she already had the name Chink. Yeah. And I just felt like Deshawn at the time just wasn't anything. I was like, wow. So I came up. Deshawn? Yeah, so I came up with the alter ego name, ArmaniRose. Initially, it was just supposed to be that. I wanted to be an influencer, but I've always had love for the arts. I went to private school and did theater and singing there. In elementary school, I didn't go to a private school, but I was still involved in the choir and stuff. And so, yeah, I got inspired one day by Cash Doll. She did a work remix.
There's a lot of Cash Dolls. Which is there a lot? I feel like there's a lot of Cash Dolls now.
Well, I'm talking about the main Cash doll.
Okay, yes, I love her. Yes,
but she did a work remix. This was probably like I wouldn't say early in her career, but kind of early in her career. And I said, I'm gonna just try it. I saw the Dream Doll was rapping at the time. There was other influencers rapping, so I was just like, I'm gonna give it a try. So I wrote my verse and spit it for my friends. They liked it.
Very honest.
And then from there, I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep doing it because it's fun. Funny story. I actually looked up on YouTube how to rap.
Really?
Yes.
That was going to be my first question. What got you into rapping?
Yeah, so it was Cash Doll. I mean, I always been around rap music. My stepdad was a big Jay-Z fan. My mom is a big Jay-Z fan. Yeah, so... And then also, you know, we grew up in the era 106 in Park and things like that. So hip hop R&B was always in my house. So, but I always thought I was going to be a singer. So rap just kind of fell into my lap. It was honestly something that started out as just fun. So yeah, I looked up how to rap. And it was like this little rap scheme, like Who's Who, Used To, Blues Clues. So I wrote my first rap. I wrote my first rap on an official beat to that rhyme scheme, and then completed my verse off of whatever else came to mind. And my first time I spit was a fashion show that I directed at my alma mater, and I was the halftime performance of the show.
The host and the performer.
Yes, the host and the performer. So I performed. It's so funny because Angie Stone, rest in peace to her, was in the crowd. And because her hairstylist had did one of the sponsors' hair for the show. So she was sitting in the crowd, and when I was spinning, she was bobbing her head, and I saw my other peers bobbing their heads. So that's kind of what gave me the courage to continue to keep doing it.
Okay.
And then from there...
Was it the Monica head bob, or was it like...
It was like a...
Okay, real good.
Like I'm feeling it. I mean, looking back at it, that song was like, ooh. But, I mean, she was bobbing her head, so I take it.
Now, will we ever get to hear it?
No.
So this is the camera, y'all. He's gonna speak into y'all and say no to y'all.
No, we are not going to get that song. I mean, I could a little bit. How did it go? It was like, I am not the same bitch I used to. Never let them fool you. Walk up in the club with my shades on. I'm like, who's who? Niggas got they. Niggas they be glued to ass cause it's boo cool. It was like something like that, and it just carried on from there.
And you have an accent.
Yes,
I heard that all throughout the song, guys. I'm not gonna hold you. I heard it all throughout the song. I'm like, okay, this is really a good song. I just wanted to say that before we got far. I also met Deshaun on a set I believe, of Complicated.
Yes.
Complicated, which is on Tubi, right?
Yes.
So I don't know what episode it was on, but that's where we met and we started exchanging Instagrams and everything like that. So I knew immediately when I saw you, I was like, okay, that is true. That star, he's a star. I'm not gonna know where he is in life because I probably will never meet him again besides on Instagram. And look, here we are. So I didn't know that you had rap a part of your life.
Yeah,
too.
a lot of people don't. And let me just say this: you were a light inside of that room for real. Like, I was so nervous going there. I mean, I've done background work since I've been out here. I've been out here for a year. So I've done it before, but you just never know what you're walking into. And then it wasn't like when I did background work for one production, it was hundreds of people. Whereas this one, it was secluded. So you don't really know what you're walking into, the vibe and stuff like that. But you definitely were a light in that room. And, I feel like everybody that was there kind of contributed to the good vibes and the good energy that was there.
It was no weird behavior at all.
Absolutely.
Or weirdness. We're all we know each other already, y'all.
Right.
Just to let y'all know. So, of course, I have some questions for you because we get this very cutesy. So how would you describe your sound to someone who never heard your music?
Yeah, so I would describe my sound as a mix between early 2000s and current. I feel like my music kind of bridges the gap between both. So yeah, that's how I would describe it. Most of my influences are more 90, early 2000 rappers and those type of sounds. One being Foxy Brown. I love her flow. I love her swag.
They sleep on Foxy a lot.
They sleep on Foxy a lot. But in all honesty, Foxy, from what you hear about Foxy and the way that, her career went, she was a little problematic, a bit problematic. You know what I mean? Okay. And when you're working in, any industry, you don't want to work around somebody who is problematic.
Right.
But that doesn't take away from her skill and the instruments that she uses in her songs and stuff like that. And so those are the beats that speak to me. But I would describe it as early 2000s, bridging the gap with current.
So how do you think that her verse was on one of Nicki's songs on her album?
Coco Chanel?
Yes.
I feel like it was
everywhere to me.
Yeah, it was Fox. Like, that's all I can describe. Like, if you're a Foxy Brown fan, you know what she's coming with. She's coming with she's coming with the just aggressive in her voice. She's coming with that swaggy
definitely
flow. Like,
I'm like, okay, girl.
Yeah, and then she's coming with a little bomba clat. You know what I mean? Like, she's
wait a minute. Are we Jamaican?
No, I'm not. But that's what she coming with.
Yeah, she definitely was coming with all that. But people always talk about Kim because she was so very risque with most of everything she wore. So
yeah.
So who was you already told me who was the first artist that made you say, I want to do that, I want to rap. So, which is Cash Doll.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Cash Doll.
Yeah, shout out to Cash Doll.
You will see this one day. You sure?
Hopefully.
Yeah. So what is your ritual before you record? Like, what's your process? Like,
I don't think I really have a ritual. I do spark.
Spark. For the people who don't know what spark is, what's spark?
Spark means light a blunt.
Okay.
Yeah, but not all.
I don't do those things. Never have.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So you're educating me too.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Well, where I'm from, we say spark.
Okay. I just figured out what a square was. That's where I wanted to move one day. Okay.
Yes, you should.
It's a lot going on up there right now, so I'm gonna wait on that. So you just spark and then things come to you? Well,
no, it don't work that easily. It really, for me, just goes off of the vibe of the song and what speaks to me. I've noticed that a lot of my songs, well, not a lot of them, all of the songs that I've put out, they've just come to me. And I'll write them down. Now, does that happen every session? No. Okay. There are sessions.
I'm like, okay now.
Yeah, there are sessions that I have where I don't come up with nothing. I may come up with one line. I may come up with just the hook and not the verse. So every session is different. But I don't think I have a set ritual. Because like I said, I don't spark all the time, but most of the time I do. Mm-hmm. I've never actually written an entire record in the studio. I usually record at home. I do my demos at home in my safe space, and then I'll go to the studio and lay it. But now I'm getting to a point where I want to go to the studio and write, because I think in this point in my career, I just need a change of environment from outside of my house. That makes sense.
You get very comfortable and complacent at your house.
Yeah.
You really do. So do you think your verses just come to you randomly? We had already discussed that just now. And is it like on the beat, or is it like, do you have a beat that's already made from a previous song, like a Cash Doll song? Do you just take her voice track off and let me just see if I can spit over this, or do you create your own beat?
It depends. I mean, everything that I have out now, if you guys go and look at my discography, everything that I have out now, those are beats that I found on YouTube.
Everything else, they were not lying when YouTube would teach you.
Yeah, I found everything on YouTube. Now I'm trying to move away from that, because now I'm learning more what my sound is, what I want, like if I put out a body of work, what I would want it to sound like. So I do want to work with more producers, but all of my music that I have out now are beats from YouTube, and so I'll just be going through YouTube, searching up whatever type beat, and just go through them. And whichever one speaks to me, whichever one gets me, like, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever mood.
I love a beat like that now.
Yeah, or whatever mood I'm in. Like, if it's a sad mood, like I have a song called The Breakup Song. It's more of like that's what it is. It's a breakup song. It's me talking about my breakup. But yeah, that song, when the beat came on, the words just flew out of me. So yeah, my studio process is just very much so like go in there and kind of trial and error. I kind of compare it to basketball. Like every shot ain't going to be made. You know, you may break sometimes, you may get blocked, you know, you may get D'd up on, but it's about how you maneuver through it. So yeah.
I like that process. Y'all like that analogy? Because I do. It's real good. So what do you think fans would feel when they hear your music? Like, besides your friends, because, you know, your friends are different than, you know, just fans who actually listen to your music. What do you think, or what do you want them to feel from listening to your, you know, music?
Yeah, so I think that there's different eras of ArmaniRose, so you're going to get different things in those different eras. So, like the starter kit era, you're going to get baby ArmaniRose. So you may feel like in that time I felt like a bad bitch.
As you should.
In that era. So I was very androgynous. I was into the makeup. I was into the heels. I was much smaller than now. I'm a lot more masculine now, but I was very slim and petite. So that era, it was very much, you're going to feel like a bad bitch. And it was an era where I was popping shit.
I can't. Okay, listen. We need to go back to that era so we can start fresh. And figure it out. Like, I want to see all of that. Yeah,
the foundation, under construction. When you listen to that era, you're going to feel like, there's potential.
Yes, because I'm ready to listen to everything. Yeah. I'm ready to listen to it all. Is it on SoundCloud too, right? Everything is on SoundCloud? Or you just
everything
have it on
is
Apple?
not. I think the starter kit is on SoundCloud. The foundation under construction, I'm not sure if that's on SoundCloud, but it is on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Yeah. So that era, I think that era was me expanding my sound. Okay. Playing with different sounds and seeing what I feel like this is ArmaniRose. So that was playing with different sounds.
Okay. So your starter kit was almost like your 20s. I'm just trying to figure out who I am. Well, like your early 20s, teenage years, trying to figure out what you like, who you are. Okay.
Yeah.
I like
and
that.
the era now, I just want people to feel good because I want to feel good.
Yes, the song that you sent me, it gives me how I felt from that song. It gives me very slutty vibes, but also I want to lay out in like somewhere in a beach or something.
Yeah.
I don't even like beaches, but I still want to lay out in the beach and just, you see me.
Yeah. And you know what? When I wrote this song, all I could imagine was me hanging out the car and like.
Yes, like the wind.
Yeah. Yes, it just makes you feel good. So you know what to do is if that's what you're speaking on.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, you know what to do. It's just one of those feel good songs. Just makes you feel good from the moment, and then the vocals on it is just amazing. So yeah.
So text me to my next question. Who is Sean Lindsay?
So he actually went to my alma mater. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he went to my alma mater. We didn't really speak like that in college, but we had mutual friends. So my good girl Blue, she knew him, and so we were all like at Benedict. If you're in like the artsy community with singing, rapping, whatever, you knew each other, whether you spoke or not. And so when I wrote the record, because I actually wrote the entire song from hook to verse. When I wrote the record, I was trying to figure out who can add that 2000s flavor to it, because it kind of gave me like...
So he's a sound designer in a way? Or was
he's
he
a what?
Sound designer in a way? Or is he like the person who just... had the sound, the beats or whatever? Or did he write?
No, he's an artist.
Okay, he's an artist. Okay, he's an actual artist.
He's an actual artist.
Let's be clear. Sean Lindsay's Sean Lindsay's an actual artist.
Yeah, he's an actual artist. Now, he does engineer his own vocals. Does he produce? I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Because we're not that close like that. But
he definitely gave 2000s vibes.
Yeah, when I thought about people that I thought were going to bring what I wanted to the song, I started going down my list of people that I knew. Mm-hmm. I had already done Boyfriend with Aaron Thomas, so I couldn't pull him to do the song. That would be odd. And I thought about Tracks from Zeus.
Okay.
And I thought about Sean. And I thought about this guy that I knew from South Carolina, named Mike. I had sent Mike the song a long time ago, because that song, You Know What to Do, is probably like 2 years old.
Mm-hmm. It still gives like it's today old.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's 2 years old. I had sent it to him, but I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready at the time that I sent it to him. But yeah, once I started going through names, I was like, you know what, let me reach out to Sean and see if he's going to do it. And I was a little bit scared to reach out to him, because it is me talking about a guy.
Yeah.
He's a straight guy. So it's like, I don't know if he's going to take it or not. But I think it speaks to when the music is good, the music is good, regardless of what your sexuality is. And so when he said he was going to do it, I was like, thank you, God. Let me send you this demo. Please do not mind my vocals, because my demo had me singing on it. And I was like, please excuse my vocals, but, work your magic. And when he sent it back to me, I was in love.
Shout out to you, Sean.
Yes.
That's very much so is T. And I knew it was about a guy. Or like, I'm like, this is very cute. Like, it's one lyric in there. But before I get to that, are you familiar with the guy who, I guess he just made an R&B song? He's just coming to mainstream. He's part of Community as well.
Destin Conrad?
Kissing in Public, yes.
I love that song. I have it playing in my office.
It gave me the type of feeling for both musics. Yeah. But they both came out in different times, right? Because I believe it's just, unless he recorded and written it and then he just started to, I guess, make videos from it. But that's the vibes that I got from it. Yeah. So I just want you to know that.
Well, I appreciate that. Yes. I love Kissing in Public. I actually have it on my office playlist that plays in our building. I love that song.
Come on, Office. Can't wait to get one too. So what's one misconception people have about, a rising rap artist who's a part of the LGBTQ? What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna do two parts of that. I'm gonna do misconceptions of a rising artist first.
Okay.
I think that people think that, in my experience, that it's just as simple as 1, 2, 3. You know, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that. Well, all that stuff costs money, babe.
Hello.
All that stuff costs money. Is expensive being an artist. And I think that people don't talk about that a lot, especially when you're just looking from the outside in. I mean, you see the videos, you see the things that we put together, but sometimes that may be my last that I'm putting together for this video or for this song.
I just thought all people always got loans or something. Like, oh, here's a loan because, you know, I like your singing. I want to sign you, but here's a loan so I can see what you can really do. But you're going to pay this back.
Well, I ain't got no loan. Oh. Everything is coming out of my own. And, it's just not as simple as 1, 2, 3. Like, you have to have a team around you for sure and a team to believe in you. And sometimes, a lot of times, people don't want to work for free. And I get it. Bills got to be paid. Inflation. Food got to be put on the table. So I get it. So with that being said, I got to cough up that bread, you know? And, you know, when it goes into a song, you know, you got to record it in the studio. That's time. You may not lay it perfectly the first time. You know what I mean? So you have to go back, buying the beats, getting it mixed and mastered, putting it on distribution, doing your cover art, video shoot, copyright. All that stuff is money.
Binding is insane because I never knew anything about that. I did something with sound design when I was in school, making beats and all this other kind of stuff, but I was like, this is not for me. Yeah. So that's why I say kudos to people who are doing that. Kudos to people who are actually rapping when you're able to listen to yourself, but also rap over yourself and cut this and put that there. I'm like, oh, no, I can never do that. Yeah.
And I think the misconception of being an LGBT artist, I don't really think that there's a misconception. It's just let more of us in. You know what I mean? Listen to more of us. I think that our community does a great job with having spaces for us. Okay. But obviously, everybody's goal is to go mainstream and hit Billboard and be recognized by the mainstream peers. Yeah. So it's just about letting us in the door. I mean, you have Saucy Santana, who's already in the door, killing it, making a way, you know, opening doors for myself and others to walk through it. Right. Little Nas X is also there. Yep.
Conrad is there now.
Conrad, but he's not a rapper. I mean, he's an R&B singer. Yeah, he's an R&B singer.
Yeah, that's what I got.
We talk about rappers, so but that's the Conrad is
rappers
there.
That we know.
Yeah.
I think that's the only two people I know that's mainstream that actually, you know, rap. And I listen to.
I feel like you have Big Frida. I guess you would.
It's like bounce music, though.
But it's a bounce rap.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I give it that.
Yeah, so you have those people that are, you know, mainstream who are opening doors. You know, I think it's just going to take time and continuous hustle from all of us. Okay. You know, if you want it bad and you want to be there, you'll just continue to keep creating, and eventually, you know, God willingly, you'll get your entry inside the door.
Hello. And don't y'all ever give up for what you want. It's probably not your time. So, you know, but I feel like we're up and coming, like, especially the rappers. We don't have many of y'all out there right now that's actually putting out really good music or trying. Like, there's some rappers who are in our community who just, I'm just going to put it here. I'm just going to put it here. I'm just going to be based in Atlanta. And I'm only here in Atlanta, but not really put their best foot forward. I put their heart and soul in it. So, which is one reason I'm like, yes, I knew you, but I didn't know you like that. And I'm like, okay, he looks like he's about his shit. Like, I'm looking at all your stuff. And yes, I scroll through Instagram, guys.
Yes, as you should.
So what's the craziest or most humbling gig you had to ever do? Like, it's just like, this humbled the fuck out of me.
When I went back to Columbia, South Carolina. So that's where I went to college. That's where I started ArmaniRose. I got invited to come perform at this LGBT Pride event. And the way that my friend described it, it was going to be this big thing. Well, in its own right, it was just starting out. But I thought I had a little bit more pull than what I had because when I was in college, I was respectfully one of them ones.
Period.
And when I came, it wasn't that. I mean, my two friends came, but it wasn't that many people. And when I performed, my music wasn't right, so it was a little bit embarrassing. But not on my end. It was just like the DJ was malfunctioning, so I had to kind of like improv and. Yeah, it was very humbling. It was very humbling because it was like it kind of felt like starting over. And I mean, I never get complacent with having to start over or, thinking that I'm bigger than the program, because I'm still not mainstream. I'm still underground, really. But it felt like starting over and trying to get people to engage, and it was a tough crowd, I will say.
Oh, well, bless your heart, because I could not. I would just be like, okay, it's okay, y'all. I would probably say something really dumb and off the wall.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I worked my set. I worked my set
real good,
but it was just a tough crowd.
Very much so tough.
Yeah.
So who is on your playlist that we as people that listen to you wouldn't expect?
Flo is on my playlist. Tyler is on my playlist. Cat's Eye is on my playlist. I love their song. Gay boy. So they got formed on this Netflix show. I don't know what the Netflix show is called. I watched it a little bit, but then I tuned out because it was just dragging for me. But it's this girl group. You ever like the little K-pop groups like Blackpink?
Yes, I love them.
So they're pretty much one of those, but they're not all Asian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All different walks of life, but they went through a K-pop training to become the group that they are. And so I recently just started getting into them. I love the song Game Boy. I love the song Gabriella. They're actually coming to Atlanta. I'm thinking about going to see them.
Lord.
What else is on my playlist that you guys
I would think you would have Carrie Hilson, Pink, Tate, the girl who just came out.
Tate McRae.
Yeah.
Tate McRae is in my library.
Okay.
I don't play her every day, but I do like the song Greedy, and I like the song Sports Car.
Oh my God, I love Sports Car.
I love it. It reminds me of Pussycat Dolls. Buttons. Yes.
Okay, I wasn't the only one.
I love that song.
I think they should mash it. Anybody out there, if you can mash those.
I think that they should too.
Mash those. And let's see what they sound like.
Yeah. Anybody that people wouldn't think is in my playlist. I mean, I listen to all the faves. I listen to Beyonce. I listen to Nicki. I listen to Drake. I listen to who's on my playlist? Right, Coco Jones is heavy on my playlist right now.
She's not heavy on mine, but definitely one of the ones I listen to.
She's heavy on my playlist.
I would think you listen to what's Prince's old group?
Prince's old group?
Prince. He put a girl group together and then Vanity 6. That's what I thought you would have on your playlist. Like, I'm thinking of something like so dated. Like, you're like a Shaka Khan, maybe, Patti LaBelle. There's people, I mean, some people listen to like old R&B music. Yeah. And so a lot of rappers I've, seen through documentaries, they have that old school R&B or up to 2000s.
See, when I grew up, the person that played more old school music was my Nana. She always had the Quiet Storm on in the car, and I loved those night rides in the car with her when she was playing the Quiet Storm. But my mom, she had me at 24, so my mom was a fairly young mom. So the music that I was listening to with my mom was the music that came on the hip hop stations, like your Ludacris, your Nicki Minaj, your Drake, Lil Wayne. Who else is out at that point? Ashanti. Beyonce, Destiny Child, so a lot of the old school music, as I've gotten older, I'm learning more about, but I haven't graduated to having Shaka Khan on my playlist. Sorry.
Oh my God. I hate that people don't have Shaka Khan on their stuff. So, and my last question for you would be like East Coast or a West Coast vibe?
East Coast all the way. I'm from the DMV, more on the DC side, PG County to be exact.
Okay.
East Coast all the way. I feel like the best music comes from the East Coast, from the north to the south.
We're not going to start that conversation.
Are you from the West?
I'm not from the West, but I've been to the West twice, but I feel like it's better over there. It's more opportunity over there. It's more classier.
Are we talking about music? Or are we talking about opportunity?
All of it. All of it's in one. So, but music-wise, I do give it to the East Coast. I give you that.
Music, East Coast, come on now. Like, we set the blueprint.
And who would be your dream collab if you had to pick one right now, to this day? Not dead, but right now.
Dream collab, music-wise, I would like to do something with Drake. I think he's genius at what he does.
Okay, Drake.
I would, and even if we don't put nothing out, I would just like to sit in a session with him and just watch how he work, watch how he write, be a student of the game with Drake. Because I mean, no, you can say whatever you want about Drake, but he continues to extend his run every year.
Okay.
And that takes skill.
It does take skill.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm not a Drake fan, don't you?
I can tell.
Okay, it's okay. So we can tell the people where to find you in this camera right here. Let them know where to find you, where to find your music, all this good stuff.
Yes. So you can find me on Instagram at FlyGuyArmani. You can find my music on all streaming platforms under ArmaniRose. Armani is like the designer. Rose is like the flower. My new single, You Know What to Do, featuring Sean Lindsay, is out now. So make sure y'all go get that. And if you're feeling that, then you can also look at something that I released last year, which is Boyfriend, featuring Aaron Thomas. Yes.
And that is ArmaniRose, guys. That's episode 8.
Yes.
Let's spill. Woo.